Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 242nd. Thank you so much for joining in today, ladies and gentlemen. Today, our topics master is Toastmaster Deepa Sampath Kumar, and
Amjad,
you will be speaking. Jaya has just joined. Okay, you can decide in between the way you want. No problem. You can give 5 topics. Then later Jaya can take over. All right. So at least you have prepared yourself, and you can give 5 topics, and then give it to Jaya if you are all okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be speaking for a minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Today, our word of the day is bamboozle. Bamboozle means fool or cheat or selling something, like making somebody convinced, but wrong way. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not take much of your time, but today our topics master, as I mentioned, Toastmaster Deepa as well as Toastmaster Jaya Raghuvanshi. Let's put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Deepa on digital podium. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, DTM Amjad Ali, and good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're joining from. Today, I'm going to be your topics master for half the session, and Jaya is going to join me after that. So are you all ready for your topics? There you go. I don't know exactly who came first. I'm assuming it's going to be TM Savita and then TM Sherman, TM Jesse, in that order. I'll just go there from that. So first topic for you, Toastmaster Savita.
Yes.
Your topic is, what are the rules that annoy you? What are the rules that annoy you?
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Deepa, and my greetings to everyone present here. Who makes rules? Sometimes parents are very strict. They make rules. Sometimes they are very lenient. Children do anything on this earth. They don't say anything. School also. Sometimes the teachers are very, very, very strict. Sometimes not that much. Okay, they let it go for some time, for some children or for some time. Yes, rules are made to bring discipline in our life. Definitely they bring discipline in our life. But rules which are inhuman annoys me. Particular thing, like for example, I remember one of our neighbor, parents made a rule for a small child that this time only the child has to eat his food. After that, no food will be served to the child. Child is a child, and human body, you don't know when sometimes you feel hungry, sometimes you don't feel hungry. If the 7 o'clock, 7 past 7, the 7 o'clock, if the child not used to eat, the parents will not give that child food at 8 o'clock. That much strict they were for that child. I was so surprised. I used to get annoyed at them. Why are you behaving like that? Poor child, he or she doesn't know like that. No, rule is a rule. I have to discipline my child. And unless I discipline from this age onwards, he will not get into the habit of eating at a particular time. That rule annoyed me. For a child, he doesn't even know what he knows, what is a habit and what is this. I think the freedom should be given for some time. And in the school also, sometimes the rule is there that you have to finish your homework in particular time without asking a student what is the cause if the student is not able to do. Teacher doesn't listen at all. No leniency, nothing. If your child are not given, physical punishment was given. Now it is banned, I know, but previously physical punishment was given. That rule annoyed me. You should listen to the child. Maybe there is a genuine reason behind that child is not able to do. So some rules which are inhuman annoys me. What about you all? Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Deepa.
Wonderful take on rules. As you rightly said, some rules are meant to be broken and some rules are meant to be respected. Now let's move on to the next topic, and I'd like to call on Toastmaster Sherman, Toastmaster Sherman.
Yes, madam.
Toastmaster Sherman, your topic is, Dear Stress, I want to break up with you. Dear Stress, I want to break up with you.
Yes, yes. Madam, table topic master and global friends. And this was happened to me recently because of stress and the pressure I was getting from my boss, enormous, I can say. And because of that reason, I was already broke up with him. I left, I gave my resignation. So he was not aware. Actually, he was actually also, we are in the hospital industry, or the hotel industry. And also now after this COVID, we started the operations because of the owner wants to have quick money, and we have to face a lot of complaints due to not maintaining the property well. So because of that reason, he was trying to push me up to that corner, and now he is repenting. He is telling me not to go, not to detach him. It's too late, I can say. But anyway, the life, we have to take decisions, and whether I am in hesitation, I would take a good decision or the bad decision. But you have to take a decision about your age and the health and everything. And anyway, I found a new place, the good place, I can say, very much close to the same salary. And I feel, and I have done a correct decision. So because of stress also, but you have to have the stress also to work. If you are in a comfortable situation, you don't perform well, and you are in the same situation, and you have to have a little bit stress also, you have to perform up to some level. That's my take today. Over to you, Madam Topic Master.
A round of applause to Toastmaster Sherman. And I really appreciate the way you said a little stress is a good thing, but too much stress is a bad thing. And then you told your personal story of how you broke up with stress. Good take on that. Now let me move on to the next speaker, Toastmaster Shania. Could you come on video?
Yes.
Hi, Toastmaster Shania. Your topic is, your biggest weaknesses could become your biggest strengths. Your biggest weaknesses could become your biggest strengths. Toastmaster Shania.
Greetings to my dear Toastmasters. I'm Shania from Goa. The topic is my biggest weakness is become my biggest strength. Actually, from childhood, I was like, scared, like not so confident, like in speaking in front of so many people. It was like my first weakness. If teacher it was tell me, Shania, just raise your hand up and tell me this answer, I used to tremble in fear. I do not know what to do. And seeing everyone looking at me, oh God, the answer only used to just move out from my brains. I used to, get nervous. I used to shiver. I used to start sweating. What to do? So my mom told me one thing: stand in front of the mirror and say whatever you want. Just scream out your lungs. Sometimes she used to tell me, just go climb a hill, because at our place it's a hilly region. Just climb up a hill, just stand wherever you are and just scream your lungs out. My mom used to tell me this. Then so slowly it was like, okay, I'm used to it. To new places, for me it was like, okay, I can speak up now. And I was even chosen by the Asia Mun to speak up for the girls' rights in China. Thank you.
Wow, inspiring. A big round of applause to Toastmaster Shania, calling in finally to a place where you had to speak for women's rights, which is amazing, really a journey indeed. And now I'd like to call on Toastmaster Naveed. Toastmaster Naveed, your topic is, how do you build trust? How do you build trust? Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you so much, Madam Tabletop Master. Good evening to all of you. I learned one strategy about how to influence people. I just wrote this statement on Google, that how to influence people in your way. And I found that the strategy is very much old. It was used in the Socrates time. They said that in order to influence people, you have to use three things: logos, ethos, and pathos. Logos means logical reasoning, ethos means being ethical, and pathos means use emotions. So I got the way that logos, ethos, pathos use logic, use emotions, and use uh, logos, ethos, emotions, and pathos means passion. So it was easy for me. Whenever I have to present something in front of people or in front of my teammates, I use this strategy. So for being what was the topic? It is not there, I think. So in order to use credibility, you have to use your ethics. You have to just show that what are you capable of, what is the background of you. Like I was listening to one person, he was telling about maintaining your health. So he just told that I am a doctor and I have done this and this thing and I have done this and this research. So he just what he did he just maintained the credibility. And people can trust him that yes, he is a reliable person. We can learn from it and we can use his tricks and techniques, whatever he is saying. So yes, in order to build trust, just maintain your ethos or credibility, what you have. So from what I learned from this is that you have to use your credibility. Over to Madam Tabletop Master. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveed, for bringing in the three important elements from Greek philosophy. Never expected it, and you brought in credibility as ethos, and then logos, and pathos, and also giving us personal example. Great take. And now I'd like to call on Toastmaster Jesse.
Yes, Deepa.
Toastmaster Jesse, I hope you're a book lover because this revolves around books. Good books don't give up their secrets at once. Good books don't give up their secrets at once, Toastmaster Jesse.
Good books don't give up their secret at once. Fellow Toastmasters, good evening. Books are like reading someone's life history, life story. And they don't disclose the secrets so easily. You need to ponder and find your lessons out of it. Take for example the scriptures, the best books for life. Do they give you secrets of life? No. 2000 years ago they were written, or 4000 years ago if it's Hindu scriptures, or way before, and it is still applicable, and still they are fresh. Still those meanings come so lively and so energizing. You read one scripture verse and it touches your heart. So the good books, the really books that you want to read it, they don't disclose their secrets. Secrets You have to read and you have to discover the secrets that are hidden in those books. For me, I do Wayne Dyer's book or Anthony, who's that? All those books, Robin Sharma, most of these books I read it. Uh, but then if you combine it, they are all those books are all those nuggets are from the scriptures, be it is Hindu scripture, Christian scripture, or Sufi religion. All those they have unraveled it and given a personal story or here and there. But in my opinion, good books don't reveal the secrets. The secrets you discover after reading those books. Over to you, Deepa.
Wow, great take. One thing I picked up from your speech is that depending upon the answers we're looking for, I think the books reveal them to us as in when we read it of first time or
Yes,
second time.
yes.
So that was a very interesting take, Toastmaster Jesse. And now let's move on to the next speaker. And I think I'd like to call Toastmaster Jaya.
Yeah, a very good evening.
Toastmaster Jaya, I know that you travel a lot, so this might interest us as well as you. The country I would like to call second home, and why? The country I would like to call second home, and why?
A very good evening to all the impromptu members and their guests. This is very difficult. Uh, which country will be my second? I would prefer as a second home. Um, because each country has its own charm and beauty. We cannot compare. And every country that we travel has our own experience. We gain our own experience and knowledge. So I can't think of any place as a second home. Maybe apart from all the countries in the globe, maybe I can think of second home living under the sea among the fishes or up in a space, or the third option would be on top of the Alps. I think these three places I would consider as a second home. Over to you.
Wonderful take, Toastmaster Jaya. When you said, "Oof, I can't decide, I could feel that emotion. I think given a chance, you would call each country a home in itself every different year. Great take. And now I'd like to go to the next speaker, Toastmaster Pratyush Gupta.
Yes. Good evening.
Toastmaster Pratyush, your topic is our greatest burden is unfulfilled potential. Our greatest burden is unfulfilled potential. Toastmaster Pratyush.
How many times at the end of the day we have asked ourselves this question that the day is still incomplete and should I go to sleep? Yes, I asked this question today and then I realized that it's Wednesday and I need to use one of my potential, that is the potential of public speaking or communicating in front of others without using any crutch grammars. So each and every time when we think that we are going to end our day, it's natural that this type of burden of not utilizing the full potential we have in us comes in our mind. But this is a natural process since the Almighty has given us brain, it is natural that it will come within us. Because ultimate satisfaction can never be achieved in human life. What we need to understand is that instead of taking that burden on our shoulder or on our mind, if we try to realize that we need to stay away from this type of burden, then we must understand that there is a limited potential in each one of us. Everyone cannot do each and everything on the same day. Usually it's not possible. So instead of thinking that burden is going to win from us, if we try to understand that whatever we have used today as our potential is going to give us something, then this burden will not be there with us. It will turn into a gift. And the art of turning this burden of unfulfilled potential into gift is what makes someone different from others. And I want to imbibe this earth within me as much as I can, so that I can understand that I have limited potential and I have used it throughout the day. Over to you, Table Toppings.
Good take, Toastmaster Pratyush. I'm sorry, I didn't listen to the whole speech. I must be honest, I was typing in the next topic, but I could listen to the persuasion of that was coming through your voice. I could see how convinced you were about what you believed in, and I applaud you for that. And now, for the next topic, I would like to call on Toastmaster Munish.
Yes, please.
Toastmaster Munish, your topic is someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree long time ago. Let me type it out. Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Toastmaster Manish.
Good evening, everybody. Someone is sitting in a shade and someone has planted a tree long time ago. Anything in our life, if we have to achieve, it takes time. That's the reason we become successful. If you have to start a business and it takes time and we have to work on that for years, and our second generation, we have to work day and night round the clock. Our second generation, they enjoy because they do not have to work as compared to us. They only delegate. The rest of the time, they enjoy their life because somebody has worked hard long ago. They enjoy, they manage the same business, playing golf, sitting in a club, because the business is established and somebody else has worked a lot on that and somebody else is enjoying, because that second generation, they manage with their brain. But the person who planted the tree, who worked hard on that, he took long time of his life to establish that business. And this is the way some people, they stay in a shade because somebody else has worked to grow that tree. Over to the Toastmaster, please.
Toastmaster Manish, you just told us how much of a businessman you truly are. I mean, you never stop thinking like one. And thank you for bringing in the business angle of how second generation business becomes easier sometimes, most times because somebody has planted in the roots or the tree long time ago. Now I'd like to call on Toastmaster Akib. Toastmaster Akib.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a very famous quote during a valedictorian address by Steve Jobs. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Stay hungry, stay foolish, Toastmaster Aki.
Thanks, Deepa ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Good evening, everyone. The topic given to me is stay hungry, stay foolish. This is a quotation which I did not listen from Steve Jobs, but one of my seniors. And he wrote an entire LinkedIn, one pager for this staying hungry and why someone should stay hungry and foolish. So his basis of saying was whenever you feel that you are getting into comfortable zone, whenever you feel like things are going very easy for you, it is flowing river and you're just working for 30-40 minutes and entire day work is going on, that is the time you should move on. So whenever you feel you are getting comfortable, whenever I feel I'm getting comfortable, that's a alarm which comes that now it's done. This is the time when you should move on and you should acquire new things. One of the speaker was talking about untapped potential. That is where you get to know, I mean, this is what I've already untapped, and now I should charter the new horizons of life. For me, when I started as a supply chain professional in Vedanta Limited 5 years back, initial 2 to 3 years, I was very much busy. I was trying to learn a lot of things. I was very much on the field, and slowly things started getting very comfortable. And let me tell you, last 1 year of my that term, I was like, I have done this and I should learn new language. So I started learning Telugu, and I learned Telugu in that 1 year period. And even I reached out to our management saying this is something which I've already done. Now things are not there to be learned more. I need to move on with new profile. They did not agree. So I had to move on and I switched the company. Going with the same line, staying hungry. If you feel like you have done something wherein no much work is required and you are getting too much comfortable, that is the alarm for all of us to come out of that zone and charter into new territories, especially for the younger people like me. I mean, someone who has 5-10 years of experience, we can take a lot of risks. So even changing streams or learning new kind of job, now we are getting this metaverse thing coming up. So for me, if I feel like these things I've already done, I should charter into new territories. I should take risk and go on. So this is what this quotation said and my take on it. Over to you, Deepa ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akib. And one of the lines, one of the speeches by Infosys founder comes to my mind. It seems when he graduated after his MTech program, all his friends got placed in during those days in public sector units and industries, and he got two offers. One was at a place where he could really learn a lot, and one which paid a lot. And so he was in a dilemma, and he chose the place where he could learn a lot. So in a way, it speaks, stay hungry, stay foolish, and learn more at the beginning of your career. Good take on that. And now I'd like to ask Toastmaster Jaya, would she like to take over? Toastmaster Jaya?
Yeah, I'll take. Thank
Oh, I'll leave it to you now.
Thank you so much, Deepa, for handling remaining session. A very good evening once again to all impromptu members and dear guests. Sorry for my late coming. Let's continue the questions. The first question to Miss Savita.
Jaya, I
Toastmaster
think
Jaya,
you should take other people. We have done.
Sorry.
actually, Toastmaster Savita is done. Toastmaster Jessie is done. Shania is done. Akib, Naveed, and Munish all are done. So we have Indu. We have Marian. Marian is not here. Marian and Sujit, Dinesh.
Hindu.
Even Naveen sir is, I think.
Yeah, Naveen.
Hindu, your question is
Yeah.
pet a pet fancy day competition. A
I'm sorry.
pet
Okay.
fancy dress competition.
Okay. Uh, Good evening, everyone. And this is such a cute topic, a pet fancy day competition. It brings a big smile to my face because I have pets back home, and I mean, I have never really gotten clothes for them or anything. Even during the winters, the cold season, also, they would just come inside our bed sheets and we would, cover them. So I've never thought of, but my brother has a cat, a new cat, and he sometimes gets these sweaters for her and puts it on for her, and she looks really cute. So so a pet fancy dress competition would be like, I mean, it would be really fun, and I think I've seen some shows on YouTube or some channel, and it's really nice, and it's amazing how we have trainers in this day and age where they coach the pets, the animals, how to move, and when to stop, and the I mean, so they manage to conduct these kind of shows, and it's really great. It's very good entertainment, and I mean, I would love to. I have not personally gone and seen any shows personally live, but it would be a good experience to go and see it. So, I mean, it's yeah, it's a great topic, and thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Hindu. Lovely take. Next, may I call Dinesh ready? Dinesh, are you there?
Yeah, hi Jayman. Can you hear
Hi,
me?
good evening. Your question is, big changes come from inside, like a popcorn. I'll repeat, big changes come from inside, just like a popcorn.
Thank you so much, Jayman. Big changes come from inside. I do agree that big changes do come from inside. Uh, I agree. It's a kind of popcorn pops out from inside the bowl, and then just how it prepares. It just you just how the same way you'll prepare inside inside your mind that you're going to achieve. So the change that you have, right, instead of external change, right, internal change is something uh, that 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 comes that will have a better impact. So the more tougher you are inside, and then definitely you will be having uh, much better change, no matter whatever change. I feel no matter what change it comes to you, it's even it is small, just go for it, and you can make it better. So adjust your day-to-day efforts, that will definitely have an impact on the changes. Instead of going for a big change, if you make the 0.01% better, right, and that will definitely have an impact. So no matter what change it is, you can just try to improve and strive for the better. That's my take, Jayman. Over to you.
Thank you, Dinesh. Next, Sujit, are you there? Sujit?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
now I can see you. Okay, your question is, for every action, there is equal opposite reaction plus social media overreaction. I'll repeat. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction plus social media overreaction. Over to you.
In this age of distractions, whenever you kind of speak up on any social media, Twitter, Insta, and so on, goes viral, you'll find there is a complete 360-degree shift in terms of the various comments which you get. And I think, can you like tell the session?
Hello, we can't hear you.
I'll give back the topic back to you.
So you're done?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Good try. Next, Mr. Chandra.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah.
Just can you give me, I'm at, can you give me some time?
Okay, I'll call you later then.
Yeah, you can call me next question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
Okay. Deepa. I'll call Deepa. Deepa, your question. Your question is, okay. I'd like to wear my old cinnamon bun hairstyle again, but with the white hair. I like to wear my old cinnamon bun hairstyle again, but with the white hair.
No, I don't want to wear a cinnamon bun, nor do I want to have white hair. Thankfully, I think I have good genes. I think I got my dad's hair. I keep flaunting it with my brother because my brother got my mom's hair. So I I don't have a problem with grays, but somehow I think they don't complement my skin tone. But I think as I grow older, when those grays eventually come out, I would be comfortable with them, just like Toastmaster Jesse is flaunting them with pride. I also think I wouldn't dye them because hair is hair and they look pretty as they are. And I think we should need to figure out how to beautify their true selves, their true colors. Cinnamon bun, maybe for a different time, never thought of it. You know, when I thought as I grow older, my hair is going to go shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. So I think there wouldn't be much to remaining to tie up into a cinnamon bun. The first time I've heard that word. Toastmaster Jaya, thank you for introducing me to a new hairstyle. I'd suggest all of you to try one as well, especially Toastmaster Jesse. It would be nice, isn't it? Trying out a cinnamon bun, like old cinema. And Toastmaster Jaya, thank you for bringing in some ideas into my head and exploring what possibilities my hair could take up. That said, I always wonder why people have a problem tying two plaits. You know, my favorite go-to hairstyle is tying two plaits because you can sleep aram say with them. And if there's only one, it just keeps poking our heads. So that said, please be open to different hairstyles. Don't create stereotypes. If somebody is having two plaits, don't think that they're childish or anything. They're just very comfortable. Be yourself. Try out different styles as long as they're comfortable and makes you feel alive. Toastmaster Jaya.
Thank you, Deepa. Liked your lovely speech. Okay. Um, Chandra, now are you available?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said I'm available. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Your topic is numbers have life. There is no just symbols on the paper. Numbers have life. There are No just symbols on the paper.
On the paper or
Yes.
headphone problem? Numbers have life and symbols are just papers, are on the paper. Is that right?
Yeah. They are not just symbols on the paper.
On people, on
Paper,
paper,
paper.
on
Yeah.
paper. Okay. Right. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests. Absolutely right. The numbers have life. That's true. If you look at the, for example, a recent stock market reports, the numbers have crashed. Markets have been crashed everywhere across the world. Markets have been crashed because of the interest rates, because of the market volatility, because of the economic conditions, because of COVID conditions. But it'll bounce back. So always the symbols, what you see, it'll bounce back because sooner or later we need a progress. If without a progress, we cannot live in this world. So just these are all the what we see the numbers in the market, the negative numbers. It's only temporary. But if you are a positive, if you are believe in yourself, and if you start producing, your morale will go up. Obviously, the numbers will come back. So that's why you cannot rely on numbers. All you need to rely on your production, because the production, your morale increases. Because the morale, you produce much. Together, we can produce more and more. And with that, we can increase the numbers. Do not rely on existing, what you saw on the paper. Rely on your heart and keep producing more and more. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Chandra. Naveen, are you done?
No, I'm not done. I still have to attend.
Okay. Yeah. Your question. Never put a sock in a toaster. Never put a socks in a toaster.
Fellow Toastmasters, in this world, there are guided principles for each and every things on how they have to be accomplished and how they have to be used properly. Of course, sometimes we just do not know on how exactly does a particular device or anything have to work. So the thing is, take time and know what is the best way of using anything, and don't just put anything anywhere. Of course, when we meet any accomplished persons, we should not put them on the pedestal, but put their process on a pedestal. Know what they did in order to accomplish something that got them there. But nevertheless, whenever you do that, there are going to be hindrances. There are going to be a lot of challenges which are going to come, and you're going to make a lot of mistakes of like putting a sock in a toaster or maybe a microwave oven. But do not regret that, because that is a process. It's a process of learning which will eventually take you at some place or the other. Of course, you will have a feeling of guilt whenever you do make mistakes. But remember one thing, that a fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool. So always accept your mistakes, that you are a fool and you made some mistakes, because that is the thing which is going to take you towards the ladder of success. So of course, as it is, as Winston Churchill has once said, that the success consists of going from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. So are you enthusiastic towards whatever goal you are trying to achieve, or are you resigned by small flips or blips which come in your way towards the road to success? So choose that, and of course, do not it doesn't matter if anything goes wrong in between, or even if you do some silly mistakes Because if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together with people and do not have this sense of guilt. And that's the key for success. Over to you.
Thank you, Naveen. Okay, Shaina, are you done speaking? Are you done?
Yes,
Yes,
Jan.
I'm done.
She's done.
Okay, then Amjad ji, are you ready? Amjad ji?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have a lovely question for you. What real life experience story will you write for a chicken soup? What life experience story that you will write for a chicken soup book?
Thank you so much, Madam Topics Master. What life experience story I would write for chicken soup? Is it?
Yes.
Let's talk about life story. Then we'll bring chicken soup in it. Madam, what I have understood from life is nothing is in my control. When I was growing up, I thought I can control a lot of things, despite the fact I was very weak. I was illiterate comparatively, and I was carrying less resources. And while growing up further, I felt there are things which I can control. There are possibilities, there are impossibilities, but I have to differentiate by using my mind. When I started doing so, and I was able to understand there are very little few things which I can control, and I can make my life better, and I can make life of people who are around me easy and comfortable. That was being honest, being diligent, and being at the top of the moment you are blessed with. That's what I learned from life, and that's what I'm trying to reiterate every single day wherever I get a chance to speak. And when we do that, seriously, life becomes better and peaceful and heavenly. When it happens so, then I make sure I go out with my family and enjoy chicken soup. Now, chicken soup is in my story. Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, enjoy the moment you are in. That's the only option you have got. You have no idea what will happen tomorrow. You have no idea how you can link your past with future. But one thing is assured, one thing is comparatively confirmed or affirmed, that you can enjoy your present moment. That's what I'm trying every single day. And I feel, I discuss this thing with my family, with my wife, with people who I always discuss a lot of matters every single day. Let's enjoy this moment, because I don't want to forget to enjoy this moment. This is the experience I would like to share with every single person and share with myself as well. And after that, I will have a good chicken soup. Back to you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Loved your answer. Okay, is there any time still?
I think all done, I believe. And it's okay. We have 10 minutes. I think let's wrap a little early today. It's fine. Then we can chit chat if you all are okay.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much today. It was session from Toastmaster Deepa and Toastmaster Jaya. Two beautiful ladies. Thank you so much for letting us speak on your topics, on your interesting topics. Today we are how many? 4, 5, 5 females and 4, 5. You're right. Equal. It's a good fight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's put our hands together to thank these two ladies and make sure we are joining next session as well. If you like to take next sessions, table topics role, please let me know, write me in private message and I will call your name and I will write your name on the coming flyer, which is on Friday. If you like to, please let me know or you can raise your hand. Thank you so much. With that, power vested in me as a host of this very meeting. I adjourn the meeting. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.